In this episode of Outlander Season 5, Episode 6, the story shifts into a more intimate and emotional space as Jamie Fraser and Claire Fraser come together to celebrate their wedding anniversary. Choosing to focus on love and connection despite the growing tensions around them, they gather close family and friends at Fraser's Ridge, creating a rare moment of peace and warmth, where laughter, music, and storytelling briefly replace the constant pressure of the outside world. The celebration introduces lighter but meaningful interactions, especially as Brianna Randall Fraser and Roger Mackenzie navigate their relationship after recent struggles, showing signs of healing and renewed commitment as they reconnect emotionally. At the same time, the episode deepens the bonds within the community, highlighting unity, trust, and the importance of chosen family in uncertain times. As the night unfolds, traditions and heartfelt gestures take center stage, including personal toasts and symbolic moments that reflect Jamie and Claire's enduring love and the life they have built together, reinforcing the theme of resilience through connection. However, beneath the joy lies an undercurrent of tension, as the realities of the looming conflict and political unrest are never far away, reminding everyone that this peace is temporary. The episode balances romance and unease, showing how even in moments of happiness, the shadow of war continues to linger. And while the gathering strengthens relationships and offers emotional relief, it also serves as a quiet pause before the storm, emphasizing that the characters are holding on to these moments because they know darker days are coming. In this episode of Outlander Season 5, Episode 6, the story leans deeply into emotion and connection as Jamie Fraser and Claire Fraser celebrate their wedding anniversary at Fraser's Ridge, creating a rare sense of warmth and stability in a world that is slowly edging toward conflict. The gathering brings together family and close allies, filling the ridge with music, laughter, and shared stories, allowing the characters and the audience to breathe for a moment after the tension of previous events. Throughout the celebration, Jamie and Claire's relationship takes center stage, reflecting not just romance, but endurance, trust, and everything they have survived together. With their bond serving as an emotional anchor for everyone around them, their interactions are softer, more reflective, showing a couple aware of how fragile peace can be, and determined to hold on to it for as long as possible. Jamie Fraser faces growing tension as rumors of unrest reach Fraser's Ridge, forcing him to navigate diplomacy with local settlers and neighboring communities while protecting his family and land. Claire Fraser works tirelessly to maintain the health of the ridge's inhabitants, dealing with illness, injuries, and limited medical supplies, highlighting her resilience and ingenuity under constant pressure. Meanwhile, Brianna Randall Fraser and Roger Mackenzie investigate troubling reports of political tension and potential threats, learning that outside forces are encroaching on their safety, which forces them to reconsider their own roles in the unfolding events. Jamie must mediate disputes between settlers while secretly gathering intelligence, showing his growing burden as both leader and protector, and balancing moral choices against survival. Tensions escalate when a small group of outsiders arrives with conflicting motives, prompting a confrontation that tests Jamie's judgment and forces Claire to make quick medical and ethical decisions under pressure. Brianna and Roger uncover evidence of a possible betrayal, adding layers of suspense and danger, while the Ridge's community bands together to respond to threats and reinforce trust. Throughout the episode, intimate family moments and personal connections provide brief reprieve from the mounting pressure, with Jamie and Claire sharing quiet conversations about the future, emphasizing the stakes of the choices they make for their family. The episode ends with a fragile sense of security, tempered by the knowledge that challenges are far from over, and that the balance between peace and conflict at Fraser's Ridge is precarious and fragile. Jamie Fraser awakens at dawn to the ridge shrouded in mist, aware that news of political unrest is reaching nearby settlements, and he must prepare for both diplomacy and potential conflict while keeping his family safe. Claire Fraser organizes the medical tent, checking supplies and making triage plans as the population grows, realizing that disease and minor injuries could escalate into crises if ignored, and that her decisions could mean life or death for the settlers. Jamie convenes a meeting with the ridge leaders and neighboring farmers, listening carefully to reports of armed groups moving in from outside, and weighing the moral cost of enforcing laws versus protecting the community, all while considering the limited manpower and resources they have. Brianna and Roger Mackenzie conduct discreet investigations, questioning travelers and inspecting letters and messages that hint at betrayals and alliances that could undermine the Ridge's safety. Building a sense of foreboding, Jamie convenes a meeting with the Ridge leaders and neighboring farmers, listening carefully to reports of armed groups moving in from outside, and weighing the moral cost of enforcing laws versus protecting the community, all while considering the limited manpower and resources they have. Brianna and Roger Mackenzie conduct discreet investigations, questioning travelers and inspecting letters and messages that hint at betrayals and alliances that could undermine the ridge's safety, building a sense of foreboding tension. A small delegation arrives from a nearby settlement, claiming to seek peace, but subtle inconsistencies in their story set off alarms in Jamie's mind, and he must carefully navigate the encounter to avoid unnecessary bloodshed, while gathering information about their true intentions. Meanwhile, Claire treats an injured traveler with unusual symptoms, quickly realizing that this person may be connected to the rumors of unrest, and she faces the dual challenge of keeping him alive while interrogating him for clues, all under the pressure of limited supplies. Brianna and Roger discover evidence of secret meetings and coded messages suggesting that someone in the area may be conspiring against the ridge, heightening the sense of paranoia and mistrust. And Jamie struggles to decide whether to confront suspected traitors directly or to continue observing until the full picture emerges. Tensions rise among settlers, as fear and uncertainty cause small arguments and disputes to flare up, and Jamie must act decisively to maintain order while not alienating the people he relies on for defense. As the day progresses, an unexpected skirmish occurs near the border of the ridge when an outsider attempts to steal supplies, forcing Jamie and several men to respond quickly, showing the fragility of peace and the constant threat looming over the community. Claire's quick thinking stabilizes injured settlers, but the event underscores how vulnerable they are and how the smallest misstep could trigger a larger conflict. Brianna and Roger uncover further clues pointing toward a plot that could directly endanger Jamie and Claire, and they must make difficult choices about how much to reveal, balancing caution with the need to protect their family and community. Jamie's leadership is tested repeatedly as he weighs options that could save lives, but may also provoke retaliation, showing the complex moral landscape he navigates as head of Fraser's Ridge. Amidst the tension, Jamie and Claire share a quiet moment in their home, discussing their fears and hopes for the future, reinforcing their bond and highlighting the stakes of the surrounding turmoil, as well as the resilience that allows them to face such pressures together. Their personal connection acts as a stabilizing force for the Ridge, reminding everyone that even in dark times, unity and trust provides. The episode doesn't begin with hope. It begins with death, a battlefield silent, not because the war is over, but because there's no one left screaming. Bodies lie scattered like forgotten memories, soaked into the mud. The air is thick, gunpowder, blood, and something worse, regret. Jamie Fraser walks through it slowly, not looking down, because he already knows what he'll see. Men he led, men who trusted him, men who died because of him. There's no music, just the sound of his boots crushing what remains of honor beneath him. Cut to black. Inside a dim, suffocating shelter, Claire Fraser is covered in blood, not her own. She's been trying to save them, but they keep dying, one after another. Faster now. A soldier grabs her wrist. His skin burns. His breath rattles. Am I going to die? He asks. Claire hesitates. And in that hesitation, he understands. His grip loosens. Gone. Claire doesn't cry. Not anymore. Because if she starts, she may never stop. Back outside, Jamie finds him, the traitor, a man he once trusted more than his own shadow. No shouting, no dramatic speech, just a broken man standing in the ruins of everything they believed in. I did it to survive, the man whispers. Jamie's face doesn't change, because survival is no longer enough. You doomed us all, Jamie replies. Quiet, cold, final. The man falls to his knees, not begging, just waiting. Jamie raises the gun. His hand trembles, not from fear, but from knowing this is the moment he can never come back from. A beat. Silence. Then, a shot. But we don't see it. We only hear it, because some things are too heavy to witness. Cut. Jamie is alone again. But now, there's something missing. Not his strength, not his courage, his humanity. Night falls like a curse. Inside the shelter, Claire discovers the truth. It's not just infection. It's spreading faster than war itself. A sickness that doesn't care who wins, only who's left to bury the dead. She tries to warn them, but it's already too late. Coughing, fever, panic. The camp begins to collapse from the inside. Claire breaks. For the first time, not loudly, not violently, but quietly, as she realizes she cannot save them. Not this time. She finds Jamie sitting in the dark, hands shaking, eyes empty. What did you do? She asks. Jamie doesn't answer, because there are no words left that could justify it. Only silence. And the space between them feels wider than ever. For the first time, they don't reach for each other. And that's what hurts the most. Final moment. A distant sound echoes through the night. Not gunfire. Not soldiers. Something unfamiliar. Something worse. Jamie slowly looks up. And for the first time in this episode, there's fear in his eyes. Because whatever is coming next will finish what the war